All right, guys, here's your next update. I know we started the beautification process. So, with that being said, I went into that document and I picked out the two most extensive things to work on, and I got them completed this week. Um, First thing I did was I added the loading screen, and what that's going to do is in between the actual the scene changes, it it kind of holds it back a little bit to allow for the frames per second to catch up and be at a maximized pace for the actual training, walking through, sim play and all that other good stuff. So that's been added in. Also, the testing parameters have been added in with test fail options at the end. Tells you what you did right, tells you what you did wrong. So this video is actually going to be kind of short. But yeah, the two hardest things out of the beautification layer are pretty much done. As far as beautifying the text, stuff like that, it's all just a check in the box. That won't take. That's all that stuff's going to be started on next week. Now, I'm just going to run a playthrough of it, and I'll talk you through it, and same as usual. So, without further ado, let me make sure it's not there. All right, and let's get it on the road. All right, so for the actual starting, all right, so for the actual starting, and yeah, that's just because I didn't have the headset was sleeping. Um, I changed it from where no longer is it going to go through a time slot to change it to that first. It's going to go to where you'll see in just a minute where you press a button instead to change it. So see right there, press B to start. All right, so we'll press B. There's your loading screen. Now, on this one right here, it's not going to load very long because there's not a whole lot in here. But that's for pretty much after the beautification and post processing. So it'll show longer when there's more for it to calculate. If you understand what I mean by that. So it's doing all its calculations and stuff, and then it drops off inside of here. So at the perfect frame rate. So yeah, we'll go ahead. I'm not going to go through the other stuff. Like I said, that's little easy stuff for the beautification be started on next week, as well as the sound effects and voices and stuff like that for where we need them. You should see it for a little while longer this time because there is a little more to actually load up in the firehouse scene. So let's see. Well, there it is. Yeah, it didn't last very long. All right, so I guess we're not too frame extensive on this. Now, once again, I haven't fooled with none of this. I got the headset on, guys, so you had to hold on a second. Let me look down. So you probably see better now. But I still got to fix that. So, but that's just an easy scale proposition. It's not going to take but just a second. All right, we'll get that going inside of there. And there he goes. All right, so obviously, all right, so since the hose is connected, when we go into the test result screens, it's going to tell us that we have actually completed that objective successfully, and so forth and so on. Now, it's going to tell us we failed on the 360 coordinate because we didn't go around and look in the positions where we're supposed to look. Because I'm standing right here, it's going to fail them on those results, which you'll see at the very end. It's going to automatically pass us on the 2 for 2 entry on the door, which he'll hurry up and get his slow butt around here, which he's coming. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Which when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should be either just a little quicker or a little slower than him coming around this building. Now, I'm not going to give away what you're supposed to be doing because I'm just not going to do that. But, yeah. All right, so we're going to come make our entry. All right, here he comes. And like I said, we're automatically going to pass this one. So it's not going to be thing. We're going to fail this one because I'm just going to go in here and stand right here. All right, so when it comes to the test results screen, like I said, I tied in all the test parameters. I tied in all the good stuff. Everything's tied in, ready to go, and ready to be beautified. You have to pardon my puppy back there. I know he just barked. He makes me want to smack him because I'm almost done with this video. Anyway, when he comes back down, I'll be able to touch that, and then we'll be able to go to the test results screen. Now, as far as beautification, there's a little bit to do, but there's not a whole lot, and that part's not going to take very long at all. And plus, it'll be done all the way up. So I'm very, very happy that we got these two main portions in to fix, to have the actual prototype complete. All right. So getting ready to go inside of the actual test results, and there it is. All right, so obviously if you look up top, passed, you successfully connected the hose. Yes, I did. I unsuccessfully cleared out the perimeter, and I told you guys why. I successfully made entry by 2. I unsuccessfully cleared the inner perimeter, and now it says I unsuccessfully cleared the hazard. That's because that is that's not the actual hose. And once I bring the actual hose in, I'm gonna clear that one up. So, also, when it comes to the screen, once the final stuff is made, the ones that they have passed are going to be in green, and the ones that they have failed are going to be in red. Now, obviously, if we have a lot more than 5 objectives, which that's all we have in here, we would make it a lot smaller, maybe make 2 or 3 pages of it, and then go by a percentage scale. But for right now, with the 5 objectives and what we're trying to convey, I feel like us, telling them what they successfully and unsuccessfully did with five objectives is good enough. But yeah, so hey, we've got a fully functioning, fully working prototype that just needs post processing and a little care. So we'll be writing the pitch next month and also putting the care in. Pretty excited. Yeah. So, if there's any bitches, moans, complaints, gripes, concerns, you guys know where to reach me. Text me, call me, whatever. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll be able to run it on other Oculuses whenever y'all want. Now, another thing I want you to keep in mind too is that when we actually when I build it out, it's not gonna have any of this junk. All right, it's just gonna have the black screen you see right here. Okay, there's not gonna be all this other crap hanging around or anything like that. So, and it also strips all the system of any unneeded components. So anything that's not being utilized, it'll strip out. So we will actually gain a little bit of performance once we build it out. Anyway, contact me if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.